Hey, hello, brethren and sisters. Somebody say, "Oh my God, it's your brethren." Oh my God, again, and I'm here again because I believe what I'm about to talk about also will help. At least if it's only one person, the thing helps. I'm sure it will help somebody. Sorry if there's any noise in the background. There's no light. I sweat a lot, so the fan is on. But let me proceed. So yeah, I have titled it "How to Overcome Fear." Or don't let it sound like I'm a preacher or something. How you can get rid of fear, especially this period, yeah? So personally, I believe, if anything, fear itself is actually more dangerous than any virus, yeah? When I was very, very, very young, I remember was it a preaching or something? And the person made fear, like they made it an acronym. They brought out the meaning as false evidence about reality. You know, things that are not real, but your mind is making them appear real. That is why it is dangerous, because, you know, when it comes to the mind, your mind can create anything. It's like the world of cartoons. Anything can be possible in your mind. So imagine things that are not, and your mind is making them seem as though they were, you know. It's like on the negative slope for faith. Faith is the positive side of things that are not real, bringing them real, but you are faithing them to reality, the positive ones. But the negative, bad ones is fear. So yeah, and I said I believe it would help at least one person, because I know there are some people that are living alone at this moment, at this period. For instance, if I was not married, I would have been alone. Do you understand? So imagine somebody being alone when everybody's at home and you can't go anywhere. There's a high probability that you are going to be susceptible to fear. So that's why I'm making this video. So I'm going to things that have worked for me, things I believe that will help you overcome fear and you will live the best of these times, yeah? And I want to make them as relatable as possible. So first of all, stay at home. It's when you go out that maybe your mind will not be playing games with you that, hey, how many people did you shake? Oh, you didn't even want to shake this person. This person's hand touched you inside the bus. Hey, see that guy that, you know, different things will be going on in your mind. You'll not be like, hey, have I not contacted this thing? But if you are in your house, there's no risk of anything. You didn't come in contact with anybody. Now you did your house, or you and your family, do you get? So number one, stay at home. Then number two, and this one is actually really very important, you need to protect your mind. Don't consume any negative content, any negative materials. Now you realize that a lot of crazy messages are going around. Voice notes, videos, you know, like everywhere you check, news, networks, it's one bad news to the other. It's just as if every day people are getting infected. Meanwhile, there are still good things happening at the underground. There are some people that have been infected that have recovered. You get, but they don't really boost those ones. They just boost it all over the ones that are, this one don't infect, this one you get. And there are some ridiculous voice notes going around. Somebody will just sit down and just compose a voice note that will make, like, we just make everybody's heart will be quaking. If you're that heartquake, your heart will be quake. Do you understand? So personally, is what me have been doing. You don't open those kind of messages. You block them away from yourselves. Like, I was even angry initially, like when I first found out that, because there are just some people that it's as if that is their work now, to just be transmitting those kind of messages, just passing it around. You didn't even know that you had this contact, and from nowhere they've never said hi before, they've never said congrats, they've never said anything good. It's just this bad news, they just start spreading. Hey, if you have beer, you will catch it too. Oh, if your throat is itching. As in, meanwhile, maybe your throat is itching innocently, maybe there's a harmattan in your area, or maybe you inhaled dust, and it's just normal reaction you are getting, but in your mind, you already think you have, do you understand? Some people now, it's just innocent catarrh that they have. Like, as in ordinary cough. And the body, the way the body behaves is, should I say, funny, because it's basically according to your mindset. Do you understand? Sometimes your mind can just make you sick from something that is not. Do you understand? Just some crazy imaginations and your body will be hot. You get? So you don't even kill yourself before the virus. The virus won't even come near you. Do you understand? So basically, don't consume those kind of materials. First, I would have even said you should even block those kind of contacts. Just block them away. I was so angry that I said anybody that send me a message again, the kind of message I will respond, the way I will respond to you. But I now became more enlightened. I realized that most of the people sending these messages is their way of trying to deal with, because they are just scared. So they are just trying to allay their fears to others so that all of us go fear together. So their fear will reduce for their side, you get. So best thing for you to do is don't read or open those messages here. Then when you overcome your own fear, you now help them out. So no need to block them. Then number 3, get right with God. This can never be overemphasized. And you will realize that nowadays, anytime person just mention God, I'm sure people will still talk under this video. Once you just mention God, it's like one machine just goes up. Something just goes up in the minds of people that you people are too religious, this anything you spiritualize, blah blah blah. This is not a matter of being religious. So at least everybody's at home now. Now this is you. This is a one-on-one thing. You cannot deceive yourself. You know if you are right with God or not. Do you understand? If there is anything to show how vain this life is, like the fact that everything is vanity, it is this time that we're in right now. Everybody in the whole world is in a standstill because of one virus. Everybody is looking for the solution. You get works, industries, everything don't stop. Do you understand? Everybody's at home. And now, your money does not make any difference. Both the billionaires and people, the coboniers, everybody, they stay in their house. The only difference is maybe one house is better than the other. But at the end of the day, if the billionaire catches it, like at this time, you now realize that, okay, I have all this money, but I can't still get the solution to this thing. Do you understand? Meanwhile, if you are right with God. So people say it's not a matter of prayer. Prayer can cure this thing. I'm not saying go and catch it and believe that once you pray to, but there is nothing prayers cannot do. I'll just say it like that. Do you understand? But outside the fact that prayer can cure it and everything, your mind will be at rest if you are right with God. Let me paint the picture this way. Imagine Donald Trump being my friend. Say we are really close friends, like we chat every day, and he has told me that, guy, anytime you want to enter America, I got you, don't worry, you don't have any problem. And something now happens, they now ban all Nigerians. They say all Nigerians, or there's a problem with getting visa, or it's more difficult for Nigerians to get visa now and everything. Me, I have that peace of mind, I have that rest of mind. Say, I get connect with your guy at the top, he's my guy. Do you understand? And he has told me that don't worry, whenever you want to come, just let me know, I'll let you come. That's the way it is with God. Do you understand? At the end of the day, God made the whole world. You get this viruses, bacteria, everything. God made the whole world. I know people, the question will come, people will start saying, if God made the whole world, so is it God that made this virus? Why would God allow virus to be killing people and everything? There's only one thing I'll tell you. Can you say that all your life, all your life that you've been living, like you've lived according to the regulations God gave, like all his rules and regulations? One thing I can say for sure is God is a good God. Do you understand? Like if God started dealing with us according to our sins. One part of the Bible, I don't remember that verse, but it says something like if they are placing marks of sinners, like putting marks on the people that have sinned, who is going to stand? If it is by that, none of us, nobody holy for this life. Our only sense of righteousness is still gotten from the sacrifice that he made for us in his son. Do you understand? So at the end of the day, you cannot do without God. You get, and once you get things right with God, this kind of season, this kind of period, you'll be chilled because you are not scared. Fear cannot even come near you because you are not scared. Because you are in touch with the master of the universe. Do you understand? You are in touch with the one that is above all things. So however it's going to go, you shall know as your side day with God, because you speak with him every day or every moment. You hear from him and he has told you not to worry, so you will not worry. You get it. It's basically a you and God thing. You get, so basically what I'm saying is sort out that you and God. Let that relationship be smooth, and you see that you are above every other thing. So that's number 3. So number 4 is like the direct opposite of the number 2. You know, number 2, I told you not to take in any negative material or content. Now, number 4, taking materials that are going to affect your mind positively. Yeah. The first category of such materials, first category is taking materials that are going to improve your faith. Like I said, faith is the direct opposite of fear. You can't have fear and have faith at the same time. So now the similarity between faith and fear is the fact that you see things that are not as though they were. But the one with fear now is you see horrible things that are not, bad things that are not as though they were. And most times, if you let that fear dominate you at the end of the day, it doesn't usually end well. Now, faith also is seeing things that are not as though that they were, but positive things, good things and everything. So you should read materials, watch materials, listen to materials that are going to improve your faith. First on the list of those kind of materials, for me, is the Bible. Do you understand? Because the Bible is the word of God. Like you see the mind of God in the Bible, and there are a lot of places to read in the Bible, but these particular times you can actually even streamline yourself to read verses of the Bible that are just going to boost your mental vitality, if I can put it that way, like boost your positive thinking. You get, the promises of God. Everybody knows Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He made me lie down in green pastures. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. I think that's one of the most famous passages in the Bible. But most times we read it because we grew up reading it anyways, and you don't even really connect with the deep meaning of it. That part said, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. So, though I walk in the midst of a corona-infested world, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, for God is with you. Like, if you take your time to read it with your mind, and you actually believe what you are reading, because first you've mended that your relationship with God, and you know God is there. Now you know that this is God's word. God is telling you that if you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, make you no fear, because He is with you. Do you understand? At the end of the day, that valley of the shadow of death is just like that, because that is what your mind is trying to put to you. But now you have a higher reasoning, because you are connected to a higher being, like somebody that is higher than the power of that death that you are walking in the valley. Do you understand? So just read the Bible and other books that will increase your faith. I read one book by Bishop David Oyedepo. Where is that book? Oh, I will look for the book, and the title I'll put it here in case you can get it. So right now, one of the things I'm doing now, because one of the secrets I've also known is the power that is in the Holy Communion. And in my house, we take Holy Communion every day. And the vitality that brings is unthinkable. You also can tap into the benefits that the Holy Communion has. Basically, what it means is like whatever cannot survive in Jesus Christ. Whatever cannot happen to Jesus Christ cannot happen to you. And it's all about faith. You get, once you have the faith and you take the action, that's what it will be for you. Do you understand? This is not the first time there have been plagues in this world. You get, it's just, for example, this is like the first time I'm experiencing something like this, because it's actually scary being a human. Like, just by yourself and thinking about it is scary. But when you live yourself and you see through the eyes of God, through the eyes of Christ, you know there is nothing. Those days of the Israelites and the Egyptians too, when all the plagues that happened in Egypt, when their firstborn died, and God said that if you put the blood on their doorpost and the angel of destruction will pass them by. So it's always been about obeying the instructions of God, and also having faith that what God said He will do, you get. So read materials that will improve your faith. Another set of materials you can take in that will be positive for your mind, materials that will make you cheerful, you get. Like when you are actually cheerful and genuinely cheerful, like you are happy, you are in another place, your mood is lifted, you get. So in that way, you forget any fear. Do you understand? It's also positive, it's good. So if it's funny materials, if it's kids, if you like kids, so far they are like positive, family, good materials. It's good to laugh. Watch skits. Me, if I make funny videos, you can check out. Maybe I'll put the links here on the cards. The latest I started making was the plights of Bachelor King. One bachelor that's been looking for a wife, but is not getting it. Then I've made a couple in the past, The Adventures of Brother Pius. You can check my funny videos out. Then, and if you have favorite comedians out there, there are people really doing well. Just Too Funny with his ridiculous songs. This Kabusa choir. Like whatever you like, materials that make you cheerful. Then if it's not even skits, if it's maybe hymns, I've like the kind of message I get from people from the hymns I sing. I'm like, are you serious? They say the way it lifts their spirits and everything. So if it's music, whatever you listen to that will lift your mind and lift your spirit and make you happy, that is good content for you to consume too. And also content for personal development, content that will help you learn a new skill, maybe books or videos, develop the skill you had before, so that at the end of this whole, because it's going to end and we are going to come out of it by God's grace, So at the end of this, you come out even a more developed person, a better person, ready to face whatever world is out there, So any content you can take into like books, videos, online courses, that would help you develop yourself. That is good too. So that's more or less like number 4 ABC, yeah? So now, number 5, help others. Helping others helps you develop your capacity to love. And once you are loving, once you are showing love, real love, you are getting rid of fear. Because first of all, God is love. Anywhere you see love, anywhere you find love that is real, not lost or any of those things that we mistake as love nowadays. Anywhere you find real love, God is at the bottom of it. You get, and like I said, there can be God and fear at the same time. And apart from that, more relatably, when you help people and you see that people are better because of something you did, it makes you better, it boosts your mind, it makes you feel good about yourself. Like, it's fulfilling. That's one of the most fulfilling things in life. Do you understand? Like, helping people and seeing smiles on people's faces because you helped them. It's the fulfillment. Like, if you've helped people before, you know what I'm talking about. However the help is small, like however small it is, that thing you are seeing as small can make a huge change to somebody's life. You get, like this season, there are some people that reached out to me and like, oh, this thing called them unawares, and they need to stock, they don't have something to stock with and everything. And whatever I was sending, I sent to a couple of people, but in my mind I'm like, this thing is small, and I told them that I'm so sorry, this is small, just manage it. But when they got there, like, this is not small, they really, really appreciate it, and the kind of prayers they were praying, you'll be shocked. So this is a perfect time to help people. I don't know if the supermarkets everywhere is closed now or something, but if maybe you can send money to somebody, maybe you can help somebody pay their light bill, or maybe you can do subscription for somebody for data, send food. I think dispatch riders are still working, order for food somewhere, send to people and everything. It will, and when you see how happy they are and how better you have made them with your widow's mite or with your small gift that you give them, it makes you feel better about yourself too, and you are very, very cheerful. And when you are cheerful, fear does not have a place. So try that too. Yeah. Like I said, these are things that I did personally and worked for me, and I think that it might work for you too. Yeah. So we have number 6 and 7 to go. So number 6, I still have to come back here because it is the most important of all. Pray and worship God. Pray and worship God. Worship God more than you pray self. You get, because that is what God eats. That is how you pay God back. You don't really get to pay God back for whatever He does for you, and He does a lot. Trust me. Don't let's go into that. But worship God. Worship Him. Praise Him. Appreciate Him for what He has done for you thus far, that you are here. Every day. Like, make it your day goal. Even when this thing is over, let it be your lifestyle that every single day you are going to worship God. Say, God, I thank you. Like, tell Him who He is. He knows already, but it feels good hearing it from you. He's the highest. He's the King of all kings. He's the ultimate power. He's the master of the universe. He's the emperor. He's the overall authority. Those kind of things in your language, like Yoruba, in your language, there are some deep names you call God. Yoruba, like all those Aribirabata, Rabaribiti, Ẹ̀fúùfùlẹ̀lẹ̀ tí mi gbó kìjikìji, arúgbó ọjọ́, agbanilágbàtàn, ògbénúwúndí aṣọlá. Read Psalms, worship Him, then pray. Prayers too, like when you worship God, your heart is already in a high place, because it's a mutual thing. Like, it's a mutual thing. As you are worshiping Him, He's sending. It doesn't just go like that. He sends things back, and most times He sends blessings. He sends, like, you feel lifted. Your mood will feel lifted. You cannot transact with God and live empty-handed. And worshiping God is a transaction. Although you shouldn't worship with the heart that you want to get something. You should just worship because you want to worship Him, but you always get something in return. And also pray. Yeah, pray. So after doing all these things and you still feel fear creeping in just because you are human, pray. Lord, help me get rid of this fear. Pray for the nation, pray for the world. Lord, help us when we're really in a hard time. Help us get a cure to this thing. Help us find a solution. See, I know somebody out there will be like, what is this guy talking about? This is science. Prayer has got nothing to do with science. Finding the solution. People are working their butts out to find the solution. Now you want to credit it to prayer. Take it or leave it. It is God that will help us find the cure to this thing, and He will help us. He will help us. It's the only thing is, God does not come down the way He used to come down those days. Like, those days when God does stuff, that it's God that did it. Like when Elijah prayed and fire came down. When Moses It's rod chained to snake, and all those other people all those other sea herbalists, they are rod chained to snake, and Moses rod swallow all their rods. They know you see God physically, but now because God does not really do much of physical manifestation again, that's why a lot of you think that we are giving God too much credit. But the thing is, all the credit, now God get them. Take it or leave it. You understand? So we are going to overcome this thing. The cure is going to come out, but it is going to be through God. Yeah, so you can possibly be a scientist, and it's like business as usual in life. But just know deep down in your heart that it is God. Do you understand? God is going to get us out of this. So yeah, pray. And number 7, the last but not the least. Eat and sleep. Because you cannot come and go and kill yourself. Do you understand? Take a deep breath, eat, and sleep. Do you understand? Because if you don't eat and you don't sleep, you are stressing yourself. You understand? Eat and sleep. Except you hear instructions. Maybe God tells you fast, do vigil. But God said will not tell you fast for a ridiculous time or do vigil for a ridiculous time. Do you understand? So eat, sleep, take a deep breath, wake up the next day, thank God, live life and everything, you know. Then reach out to people. Anyways, I think I've overspoken this time, so I thought I wanted to speak for 10 minutes, but this has gone on for too long. But I hope this has been able to bless someone. I hope somebody has gotten 1 or 2 things out of this. You can also drop whatever also you feel will help, because definitely it can't be just these 7 points I stated. So however way you think people can get rid of fear in these times and, you know, be more courageous and be more positive minded, please drop your comments here. You get. Thank you very, very much. And the prayer side, I forgot to mention, when you are praying, pray for people that are facing these things going to. The fact that I say eat and sleep, we are at home because some people are on the battleground facing this war. You get, there are people doing researches now to see how this is going to be solved and everything. You know, there are people taking care of people that have contacted this disease in the hospitals. You understand? So pray for them. Pray that God strengthens them, and pray that God boosts the mind of the people that are working to get the solution for this, so that they can get it fast and everything. You know, so just feed your mind with positivity. You know, boost your mind positively. Remove all the negativity. And you see that you live through these times in a better way. All right. Thank you very much. It's still your brethren. And my next content is going to be something that will help you to, I said you should take in content that will boost your morale or improve your faith. So I'm working on the next thing. I'm working on something right now. I call it Faith Booster with Imam OMG. Some couple of songs that will boost your morale, increase your faith, boost your mood and everything. Hopefully, because it's kind of a lot of work, hopefully maybe I'll be able to put it up this Sunday. Hopefully. I don't know. But it's part of what I'm working on. So watch out for that Faith Booster with Imam OMG, and I think I'm going to make an EP too. All right. So let's see how it goes again. If I feel nudged to come and see another thing, I will come. If not, then we'll just keep it going with our smiles. See you guys. God bless you. Say, oh my God.